welcome to another Pick a Card reading. Thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to be exchanging energies with you today, tonight, whatever the time is where you are. I have a beautiful healing frequency in the background. It's said to heal any physical, mental or spiritual illness with the binaural beats. It's linked below if you're interested in finding it for yourself. The links to everything that I'm using in the video today will be below, including the Spotify playlist that I'll use, and all of the deck information, the tarot deck information as well. But this reading is it's actually something new that I'm trying. It came to me not that long ago and I wanted to jump straight onto it. We're doing an old versus new reading. So basically in this part we're going to look at the past. So we're going to be channeling a message from someone in your past that wants to talk to you. So we're going to be picking up essentially on the strongest energy that really, really wants to come through. And we're going to look all into that person. We're going to find out, zodiac signs, initials, traits. We're going to find out how or why you knew them. We're going to find out what energy they are currently in. We're going to find out what is it they think about saying to you. And we're going to get a song that they would like to share with you for some extra information as well. And then in the new part of the reading, which is available in the description box as an extended reading that you can purchase today, we're going to look at a new person that's going to be coming in your life. So someone that you don't know yet that's going to be coming in. We're going to be picking up on the next person that's coming in. So we're also going to look at zodiac signs, initials and traits of that person. We're going to look at how and why you're going to meet them and what's happening in your life at the time that they come in. We're going to look at the energy that they are in when they approach you. And we're going to look at a song that their higher self would like to share with you. So even though you may not know each other in the physical just yet, their higher self might be able to bring through a song to kind of help you recognize them when they come in or understand why they are coming in, just sort of like in preparation. So basically we have an old and a new, so we can compare those. These are our pile selections today. So group 1, you guys have opalite. Group 2, you have the Madagascar fluorite. And group 3, you guys have the dragon's blood. Dragon's bloodstone. Dragon's blood. Oh, I don't know. Now, you don't have to, if you do go to the extended, you don't have to pick the same group in the extended. You also may feel drawn to more than one pile in one or both readings, and that's okay. Maybe there's more than one person from the past, and maybe there's more than one person coming into your future, who knows? But we can simply just follow our intuition on that, and go with whatever you feel is right for you. Trust yourself. But if you do start a reading and it doesn't feel right, or you're not getting information that's ringing a bell that it could be someone from your past, then perhaps come back to the pile selection and drop back into your heart space, take a few deep breaths and maybe try and choose again. It could be that you're a little bit out of sync with your intuition, and potentially needing a little bit more meditation, or perhaps you're kind of picking the stone that's most appealing to you through your physical eyes rather than using sort of your intuitive eye. But you can always try a different group and then see if that one works for you. But yeah, feel which pile is calling you through for your past person, and I will see you in a moment for that reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your old person reading. That really probably doesn't sound right, but it's kind of funny, so I'm going to go with it. So you guys have chosen the opalite, just to refresh your memory, which we'll put over here so that we can actually see it, because I feel like it's going to blend in over here a little bit. But yeah, so this is the section where we're going to look at your past person that's wanting to send you a message, or that's thinking about sending you a message, but they aren't really doing it in 3D. So we're going to kind of channel that and see what's going on here. We're going to start off by trying to figure out who exactly this person is before we go any further. So we're going to start off with some zodiac signs. So what are the sun, moon, or rising signs? The most common signs for group 1's past person. Ooh. All right. So we had the sun come out first off. So the sun is Leo energy. Then we had the second house come through, which is Taurus energy. We've had the 6th house come through, which is Capricorn energy. And underneath the deck, we have Jupiter. So that's Pisces, and also Sagittarius. So a lot of fire, a lot of earth, as well as Pisces on the table. So these are the heaviest ones. And again, that could be sun, moon, or rising signs. That helps spirit kind of pick up on the most prominent signs and bring them all through to help us figure out who this person is. The next thing we're going to do is pull out some of the more common initials. So spirit, what are the more common initials for the past person that's coming through wanting to speak to group 1? So you're just going to point out that the very first letter that we have out is X. So this could definitely be an X, but obviously this is a person from the past, and the X can also represent someone that was already existing in your life. But this could just be, because this is a past reading, this could be like a significant X. Okay, so we have got H, we've got S, we've got F, M, B, Q, G, and D. Oh man, I just realised that my traits jar is a little bit out of reach, so just 1 second. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Sorry about that, guys. Not very prepared. Group 1's always my wing it pile, where I'm like, oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have that. So you guys are always very patient. Thank you. So here we do have our goodie jar. And the reason that I was making such a fuss is because I have a really sore back at the moment. And I was having to like creep around the table. Oh, I missed one. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're good. Wow, okay, so guys, yeah, that's really not easy to do, bending up and down, grabbing all these when you've got a sore back, which is low-key why I chose the healing frequency in the background. But we're going to now find out some traits of this person. So how would group 1 physically recognise this person that's coming through today? not going to take it because it didn't come all the way out. All right, so let's begin. So words of affirmation could be like this person's love language. If this is a love interest from the past, you might be able to recognize them from words of affirmation. Or I could read that as they were someone who didn't really hesitate to like hype you up or, affirm your qualities, or like just someone that really supports you verbally. They communicate it well. We have niche. So this person has or had some sort of recognizable like hobby or niche, or like some sort of specialty in terms of their like talents or their work, or things like that. We have brown eyes coming through, so it's most likely that this person has brown eyes. We have a star, so this person could have like a star quality about them, or especially with niche and the star, it's like they are known for something, or they're renowned for something. So for an example, like a sports player, so like they're known for their sport, or like they're known for like a project or a business or something, like they're quite renowned in what they do. We have jawline, so this person has a really attractive or a really nice jawline. We've got H2O, so this could be someone that like just carries around a bottle of water with them all the time, or they could be someone that you definitely, one or both of you, find each other very attractive and maybe even like thirst over each other a little bit. But otherwise it could also be someone that takes really good care of their body. We have the sun, so this person definitely has like a brightness to them, or like a shine to them, especially with the sun and the star. It's like they could be very attractive. They could have a really nice energy. They could attract a lot of people. They could be very outgoing and just, like really light up a room when they're in it. We have mature, which in the quotes is like the way that they present themselves and like style themselves is like a mature way of like dressing, a mature way of being. They present themselves in quite a mature way. All right, so now we're going to move into how or why you know them. So I'm going to use the Rider Waite for this. Alright, so Spirit, how and why does Group 1 know this person? We have the Page of Wands. How and why does Group 1 know this person that's coming through? So this could definitely be someone that you maybe met out drinking, met out having fun. The Page of Wands is a very fun character. They love a good time. Three of Cups can be like celebrating, drinking, dancing. So you could have been out having a good time when you met this person, and maybe you hit it off and you had some fun together that night or something like that. The other thing that I'm seeing here is that it could be someone that you met through a sibling, or you had a sibling around you, because the Three of Cups can sometimes be like a siblings card, or like you were like around your very close friends. And this could be someone that kind of, I'm definitely seeing a picture here of like you being with your friends and someone kind of approaching you. It would be like an immediate spark with that Page of Wands, like a strong attraction, like straight away. How and why does Group 1 know this person? Okay. So the World was the only one that flipped upright. So that's the only one that I'm going to take. Now, I'm not really taking reversals, but just because that's the way it came out, it does feel like maybe it feels like this, like you hit it off quite quickly, but then it ended quite quickly too, and there was no real closure. This is something that kind of got left very up in the air. Maybe there was like no explanation as to why it ended, or but there's something that was just left really unfinished about this connection. How and why does Group 1 know this person that's coming through today? And we have the Emperor in reverse. So that definitely, the Emperor in reverse is probably someone who hasn't completely harnessed their full power, and it feels like they didn't sort of take a stand and explain themselves like an Emperor would. Like with these two in reverse, it definitely feels like they left things up in the air quite intentionally, but they definitely didn't do the mature thing of explaining themselves and like doing things the right way. It seemed like they were kind of like serving themselves the way that happened. And with the High Priestess on the bottom, it does feel like you were kind of left guessing, or left having to just sort of rely on your intuition about this person and just sort of, like come up with your own answers. Did I say this was Capricorn before? I think I did. I don't know why I said that. The 6th house is Virgo, and I'm just, obviously Spirit's just bringing me back to that and reminding me that I stuffed up there. My apologies. I'm sure I said Capricorn for the 6th house, so I don't know why I said that, because I know the 6th house very well because I'm a Virgo, and Virgo rules the 6th house. So that's weird. Anyway, thanks, angels, guides, ancestors, for alerting me to my mistake. So where were we? Yes, you were kind of left guessing in the end, having to rely upon your own intuition and come up with your own answers as to what the heck happened here. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's, before we go any further, let's find out what energy they are in as we speak. Because a spirit may be either telling us, this person's worth your time, worth listening to, or hey, this person's in not a great energy. Choose wisely. Oh, is that the one? We have number 21, boundaries, calcite fairy stone. Now, I haven't really programmed. Who am I? I haven't really programmed my intentions into the deck because I'm like a tech nerd. No, I hadn't really set an intention into the deck, but I feel like this is a message for you about your boundaries perhaps, and that maybe you need to just have boundaries when this person approaches. Let me just quickly go to the book and we'll see what that message has for you before we put it back and put the right intention in there. Okay, so it says, by drawing this card, which is about boundaries, it is asking you to look at the walls you have built up around yourself that now need to come down, or it may be indicating you need to set some boundaries for yourself or others. A time of new beginnings awaits you, but you must be firm and respect yourself enough to make the changes. Calcite fairy stones have a very strong connection to the earth and will act as an anchor when meditating or journeying. It is a perfect stone to journey within and take a good look at what no longer serves you. Find your inner strength, set some boundaries, knock down a couple of walls and start afresh. Each calcite fairy stone has a unique shape. Many look like people, so each stone has a specific purpose of its own. You can see by the concentric circles of this one that it is about boundaries. Each one has its own story to tell, but all are earth anchors. The stunning green calcite is always a welcome addition to any grid. It brings with it a sense of peace and love, reminding us that when we set our boundaries, they must come from a place of love for ourselves and others. Don't be unrealistic with your boundaries, or you might just put up a wall. Always be mindful of your actions or non-actions. So I feel like that was a little bit of advice that Spirit wanted to slip you there, is about like your boundaries, and having stronger boundaries this time around is actually going to not only benefit you, but it's going to benefit the situation too. Potentially last time it was a bit of like a good time, not a long time situation, and things ended as quickly as they started. But Spirit's asking you to maybe have some boundaries this time, not move too quickly, but equally don't put up all your walls to the point where you're completely shutting opportunity out. What is the person that's coming through for group 1? What is their current energy, Spirit, please? What do we need to know about their current energy? We have number 24, knowledge. That is quite a beautiful card. Just because of the feather that's in the background, which I don't think all of these cards have feathers on them. You might be seeing feathers, or maybe when this person thinks of you, their higher self might kind of like drop feathers in your path or something like that. But their energy is coming through as knowledge. So let me have a quick glance. I need to get more familiar with this deck, actually. I should spend a lot more time learning it. Okay, so so this person's really connecting to the knowledge within them and really connecting to, I feel like source energy and the bigger picture. It looks as though they're kind of more in tune with their inner guidance, and it looks as though they're kind of like shifting their energy, and it's bringing them more into alignment. So it feels like they're kind of removing blockages. They are becoming more in alignment with themselves and kind of looking within a little bit more towards that inner knowledge. So it does look as though like we're not getting any red flags from that energy so far, but I will pull one tarot card to just check if there's anything else we need to know. So what is this person's, the person that wants to talk to group 1, what is their current energy, please, Spirit? What is their current energy? current energy is the 5 of Wands. So thinking in terms of like a connection, potentially they're in an energy where they want to fight for you, or they want to fight for your attention, or they could even feel like you have multiple people that are after you. But I could also see this as someone who is a little bit, they haven't fully outgrown their ego, like they're still in it a little bit, and it feels like maybe their ego is driving them towards you because potentially they have the knowledge that you're not going to wait around forever. So there is a little bit of maybe fear or competitiveness within their energy that's kind of driving them towards you. But it doesn't look like, it's not giving me any, it's not giving me anything negative. It feels like they're kind of like fighting to overcome challenges and overcoming blockages to kind of come correct, I guess is one way of putting it. So this does definitely seem like an ex-fling, I want to say. That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. But if it's not like a sexual encounter, it could have just been, a friend that come and gone very quickly for whatever reason. But I'm definitely getting more of that vibe that it's a bit more than that. So we're going to get some channeled messages and see what they want to say to you now, using my little message deck that I have created myself. I haven't fully memorized every message that I have assigned to each card, so you may hear me flicking my sheet over to double check as I go. And they were kind of designed with the intention of being like love messages, but I'll try to kind of broaden the message in case it's not that for everybody. We'll see how we go, because obviously the collective portion of you are definitely, this was like a fling, like a romantic fling. But then for others of you, there might be a few of you who it's not a romantic fling, but more of a platonic fling, like a friendship that kind of ended really quickly with not much of an explanation, left you guessing, wondering, that kind of thing. All right, Spirit, so what does this person want to say to group 1? What is their message for group 1? Okay, we have the 6 of Hearts, which is, can we fix this? We have the King of Spades, which is, I know we're spiritually connected. So this person definitely feels like you guys have more of a purpose in this life. We have the 7 of Diamonds, which is, maybe it's just not the right time, but Spirit corrected me and said maybe it wasn't the right time. We have the 5 of Spades. I said things I shouldn't have. So if there was an argument or something that went down, maybe this person said some things they shouldn't have. Maybe they potentially told a few lies that they shouldn't have told. Or they said things maybe even behind your back that they shouldn't have said. But they obviously are regretting the things that they have said. We have the 9 of Diamonds, which is, I want to share what I've built or created with you. So they either want to share some news about something that they've built or created, or they actually want to share like their wealth with you, their abundance. They want to kind of like, almost like merge together in that sense. And we have the 3 of Hearts. That's loosen up for, let's loosen up with a drink. So maybe this person wants to take you for a drink, loosen the energy up a little bit, and see if it's maybe a good time to kind of like ease into the elephant in the room, you know, address what happened, that kind of thing. We might keep going and get another row. Although we're going to get, no, that's okay, get some more. We have the Jack of Spades. I'm rushing in to talk. We have the Four of Spades. I'm spending time alone and healing. I've been spending time alone and healing. Jack of Diamonds. I want to take our connection to a new level. So this person wants to commit to you or take it to a new level than it has reached before. We have the King of Hearts. That is, I love you. So it sounds like this person's had some pretty serious realizations, if anything. And we have the King of Diamonds as well. So we've got 3 kings on the table. This is everything I'm doing is for our future. So that's where I'm going to leave that message. That's pretty powerful. The last thing we're going to do is find out what song they would like to share with you, group 1. Now, I haven't, oopsie, I forgot to prepare this part, so just give me one moment. Okay, so I have a playlist up. I just had to find sort of something new because the last one I used, I realised is a little bit more like, I don't know, actually maybe, I'm so indecisive. I don't know whether to use this one or, no, we'll just use this one. We'll see how we go. So I'm going to do this on camera with you guys. So we're going to find out how many times we need to hit shuffle for this play. Why won't it shuffle? Of course, I'm going to have all the tech issues with Mercury going on, but let's find out how many shuffles we need to do for group 1's song from this person that's coming through. So we got the number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Take You Down by Chris Brown. And I realised last time that when I play even a little bit of music in the background, it puts a copyright claim on my videos. So I'm not going to play it in the background, but I will link it for you in the description box below if you want to look that song up and kind of expand on the message this person is sending you. But what I can tell you is that song is very, it's very intimate. So it does feel like potentially, you know, this intimate moment that you guys had has kind of, you know, stuck to their brain a little bit, and maybe, you know, they can't stop thinking about that moment, or maybe that's what they keep thinking about and that's what they want to do. It's definitely, a very intimate song, and it definitely feels like this person, like it's all they can think about is that they really just want to, you know, be physical with you again. And maybe that's why your message here is to have boundaries and try to slow things down a little bit, not move too quickly, or maybe you're going to have like a repeating cycle that goes down. Whereas if you have the boundaries and you kind of have a little bit more patience, maybe you can kind of ease into it. Maybe the connection doesn't become so overwhelming, because it kind of seems like it's kind of making me think that maybe, you know, when you and this person do physically connect, maybe it kind of awakens something within you guys, or like there's some sort of like extra intensity to it. Like it does say that this person, they did say they know that you're spiritually connected. So maybe it's like quite overwhelming to them because it awakens something for them, or they, you know, see a future, or they see a vision or something, and it awakens them to the potential, and maybe that became really overwhelming for them. So maybe there's like a real need to kind of ease yourselves in and not let the spark, you know, burn too brightly where you do get burned. So I definitely think that all that attraction between you guys, you just needed to kind of try and chill, take it slowly, maybe get to know each other really well, and try to move things at a bit of a slower pace. But yeah, so I will link that for you in the description box below with your group timestamp. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading today, group 1. Don't forget that you can check out the extended if you want to see the new person that you don't know yet who's going to be coming into your life next. The link for that's down below. You can either purchase just that rental, or you can think about subscribing, where you'll save a few dollars every month at least, or some months you might get a whole free video. But that's an option if you like. Don't forget guys to like and subscribe to the channel for more juicy uploads like this one. But yeah guys, until next time, stay safe, and I really look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading, where we are going to be checking out who from your past is wanting to talk to you. We're going to find out what they have to say. We're going to find out as much as we can about who this person is, so you can try to figure out exactly who they are. And we're going to dive deep into that. We're also going to get a song that they would send you as well. It's not fully intended to be a romantic reading, but we just have to see what comes through. A lot of people do come into these readings looking or being in that energy. So, you know, obviously it does impact the reading and what comes through, but I will try to keep it general. But group 2, you've chosen the Madagascar fluorite, and we're going to see who from your past is wanting to connect with you. So we might put her over there. And why has my beautiful healing music stopped? We'll just let it do its own thing. It'll come back on when she's ready. So we're going to start off with the who. We're going to try and find out as much as we can about who this person is before we do anything else. So group 2's person, who wants to speak to group 2 from group 2's past? Sun, moon, rising signs, most common zodiacs for group 2. Who wants to talk to group 2 from group 2's past? We have Gemini coming through first. We have Gemini coming through second. So Gemini rules the 3rd house. So heavy Gemini energy. So it's almost guaranteed for this pile that this person's got Gemini either in their sun, moon or rising placements. We have the 11th house, so we also have Aquarius, some more air energy. Clearly my internet connection is going a little bit weird at the moment. And underneath the deck we have Saturn. Saturn is Capricorn. So we have Gemini, Aquarius and Capricorn coming through thus far. The next thing we're going to do is get out some initials. So what are the most common initials coming through? First and last name of the person wanting to talk to group 2 from group 2's past. Who is this person? Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, we have you. We have FFU. We have F. We have C. We have got V. We have got W. We have got D. We have got H. K. G. And J in the house. So they're the most common initials coming through. You might get one, you might get both, or you might get a repeating letter that they have a lot in their name. See how you go. And traits. We're going to get some traits of this person to see what we can find out about their physical appearances, or how can group 2 recognize the person that's coming through physically? How could they recognize this person physically? All right, how's that? Should be enough. All right, so chest. This person has a really nice chest. We have these stars. So there's the star can be like they're quite successful at what they do, or it can be like an entertaining kind of quality to them. Like when you think of a star, it could be like someone that's, you know, entertaining, or something like that. Or we'll see what else comes through. There might be something else that I feel like there's something else that the star is going to connect with in here. We have teeth, so this person has nice teeth. We also have the lips, so this person has nice lips. We have polish, so this person they take really good care of themselves. They have a very polished appearance. That could be why the star's there, because they have, they present themselves really well, that they like to kind of look their best so that they feel their best. We have the empty cup, so maybe when you knew this person, they had an empty cup, or that maybe they have an empty cup now even. We have hazel eyes, and we have short hair, so whether they are masculine or feminine, they have short hair for that gender. So these are some of the characteristics you might recognise this person by. It's quite general because obviously it has to fit a number of people, but these are the main things coming through. Just take what resonates, leave the rest, guys. The next thing we're going to look at is how and why you know this person. How does group 2 know this person and why? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man and we have the Four of Wands. You could be waiting for this person, or they're waiting for you. One of you are waiting for the other person. One of you feel like that's your person and are kind of just like waiting for that. How and why does group 2 know this person? Okay, so Spirit's giving me a message and I'm trying to ignore it, but it keeps coming back to me. This is something that someone needs to hear. It's difficult. It may not link to the rest of the reading, but it's coming through for a reason. And it seems as though someone watching this has experienced a loss due to someone in the family or in the home taking their own life. So either someone you lived with or someone that you were in a relationship with, or a family member. Someone took their own life and they're coming through at the moment, wanting to just let you know that they are around you, to send you comfort, and they're celebrating something for you. So you've achieved some sort of milestone recently, or there's something to celebrate, and they are 100% with you in spirit, and they're celebrating this with you. We're now going to shift past that energy, because I am someone that I do find that energy difficult to work with. So we're going to move past that now, and we're going to continue finding out how group 2 knows this person coming through and why. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. Yeah, like literally one of you are like, okay, the time's not now, but it will come eventually, and I'm just going to wait for that time. So either you're waiting for this person or they're waiting for you. That's how you could recognize them. It seems like it's someone that you definitely were in a relationship with. A very divine connection with the Four of Wands and the Lovers. This could be a twin flame or very, powerful soulmate type of energy. I am picking up more romance and love, but it could even be like a platonic soulmate as well. And then underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like you guys are definitely like apart at the moment. And one of you are just sort of waiting for the right time, like waiting for fate to declare the right time. So that might help you understand a little bit more who this person actually is. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find out what energy they are in right now. So what energy is group 2's person in? The person that's wanting to talk to group 2, what energy are they in at the moment, please? Okay, so we have rebirth, number 22. Interesting that we have number 22 out, because we have the 1111 card, and what does 11 plus 11 make? 22. So there's a couple of signs here that some of you may very well be dealing with a twin flame. But yes, their energy at present is rebirth, and obviously intuitively I feel like this person, their energy is very focused, like A, on a rebirth with you, but it seems like B, they're going through a rebirth of their own as well. So let's have a look at number 22. So a metamorphosis is happening within this person. It feels like they're really growing and evolving. It even says here, with great change comes great reward, a new way of living, a new way of thinking, even a new lover, perhaps your soulmate. So there's a lot of soulmate and twin flame energy coming through this reading. But yeah, this person's definitely going through a major transformation. It definitely feels like their life was turned upside down, but they've now kind of figured out which way is up, and they're kind of, taking to this new energy, this new reality. They're growing, they're evolving. They're definitely in an energy where they are trying to attract new love. It feels like they are kind of trying to almost manifest this connection to come together. They definitely feel like you're their counterpart. There's an inner knowing here. So it definitely feels like this person, seems to have this inner knowing about what this connection is, and they're kind of waiting for fate to bring it together in some way. We're going to get you one card from that crystal grid deck as well for advice for yourself, because it accidentally came out for group 1 and it really worked. So I'm just going to put it into the other groups as well. So for group 2, what's group 2's advice in relation to this energy that's coming through? What's group two's advice directly in relation to this person, please? I almost kind of feel like that's kind of your card too. It feels like a very mirroring message, and now I'm getting all the cards wanting to come out. But yeah, I'm getting a very mirroring energy. So we have 16, we have peace for you guys. Okay, so it says, a time of peace is coming your way. Scholasite is an excellent stone to bring peace to relationships and help with improving connections within groups or help networking with people. You may have been experiencing some negativity and are in need of finding inner peace, a place where you can step away and just breathe. You need to take time out for you and put yourself first. Peace can come by finding your center, just as the scholasite is placed in the center of the grid. Find your center, find your peace. Call upon scholasite when you need to find this peace or are having trouble creating space for yourself. It is usually useful for bringing in calm and peace within a group, so you all work together and in flow. Coupled with tree agate, like a circle of tree protection, this grid can instill a sense of security and strength to face any situation you may be facing. Be the scholasite in the center of a ring of protection and find your inner peace again. When you find your center, you will know. You will feel grounded and strong, and your mind will be clear, enabling you to stand your ground, and most of all, you will feel peace. When you feel and radiate peace from within, you will attract peace around you. Sometimes you need to let go of controlling what's happening around you and shift your energy to within. So for you, it's all about cultivating peace, and your sense of peace will attract this in at the right time. So I feel like the only thing maybe holding this up, if you're open to it, is you just kind of finding your center, finding a really good balance, and then it may trigger something to happen within the connection. So let's see what this person thinks about saying to you, or what they would like to say to you. Pull the cards. If you hear this noise in the background, it's because I'm still memorizing the message that I assign to every card. So I may be checking and cross-referencing now and again. So this person coming through, and we've already got 2 messages. What do they want to say to group 2? Okay, let's have a look. We have the Queen of Diamonds. You deserve the world and more. Oh. We have the 2 of Clubs. I'm still deciding where I'm going. So it feels like with that card, maybe it's like indecision about where this kind of connection is going, and they're kind of just sort of like waiting for a sign or something, and they're not really sure what's happening until then. We have the 10 of Clubs. I want to resolve this and have a fresh start. 6 of Spades. Can we ever move forward from this? Ace of Hearts. You bring out the best in me. Five of Spades. I said things I shouldn't have, so they have a few regrets about some of the things that they have said. Five of Clubs. I'll fight for you. Couple of 5s in a row there. 7 of Spades. I'm not being honest. I'm keeping secrets. It feels like what they're not being honest about, though, is kind of like maybe if they have said some things that you're not aware of, perhaps, but also maybe that they are just sort of like waiting for the right time and they have this inner knowing about you. Also, that could be a secret. But because of that card there, it does feel like maybe they've said things that they shouldn't have said and they're keeping it a secret. We have the Four of Diamonds. I'm not ready or willing to change. That's interesting. Jack of Clubs. You excite me in ways nobody else can. And King of Spades. I know we are spiritually connected. So at the moment, they're not ready or willing to change the way things are. It feels like it's not the right time here. It does feel like they do need to confess something or say something about some of the things that they have potentially said, or they need to address some of the things that they have said, either about you or to you, in order to bring the stability into the situation. But they know that there's a spiritual connection here. They have this knowing. So they're in very much a waiting energy, just sort of like waiting to see what happens, waiting to see where it goes, but just holding on to this knowing. There goes my music again. All right, so Spirit, can you please give me one card and tell me what this person's energy is in at the moment from the Divine's perspective? I've just got the Seven of Pentacles. See what's to come out though. What energy is this person in, Divine Spirit, truthfully? I think it was meant to be the Seven of Pentacles. And it's just this like waiting for the right time energy. Yeah, even Ten of Cups in reverse, like knowing what this is but waiting for the right time. It could very much be like they've connected with you, but they feel it's not the right time. They have some things to overcome. And maybe they haven't really told you the truth about how they feel, because I'm getting a bit of a story here about maybe someone who like keeps you at arm's length, keeps you at a distance, like you still connect like now and then or whatever, but they keep it kind of casual, but they still have this knowing that like you deserve everything, but they're still deciding like where they're going in life, and they feel like they can't commit to you until they commit to their own path and figure out what they want. As much as they do want to kind of like have a fresh start with you and move forward, as much as they know you bring out the best of them, they're saying things that they shouldn't or don't really want to say, but to sort of keep you at a distance and not let you get too close. It feels like they're keeping secrets in the sense of they actually have really strong feelings for you that they hold on to, but they're not really willing to commit or ready to change just yet. So even though they have all this passion that's driving them to you, they know that there's this spiritual connection. They've got stuff to work out, stuff to overcome with all these fives coming through. They are trying to overcome stuff in order to, I feel like, open the gate to this connection. So maybe they're not necessarily waiting on you, but they're waiting on themselves and trying to overcome the things that they need to overcome to create the space for this connection. And potentially, you just sort of focusing on your inner peace and just cultivating that inner balance will kind of help them find their own center and help them do the same. But they're definitely going through that rebirth. They definitely see the potential, and their energy is working towards reaching that potential. But right now they're just not focused on the partnership because they're focusing on their own stability, their own path, and trying to overcome their own blockages in their own journey. we are going to get a song for you guys from this person. So I'm going to grab my jar of numbers and we're going to ask how many times we have to shuffle this playlist, which I'll link below, and see what is the song that they would channel to group 2. How many shuffles do I have to press for this playlist? What is the song? Oh, 0. So all I got to do is hit it 1, or like hit, I don't have to shuffle basically, I just have to hit play. That's what 0 is. So, 1. Shorty is a 10. Oh, what are the odds of that song coming out? That makes so much sense. We even finished on the 10 of Cups. I need to turn that down before I get copyright claimed. Shorty is a 10 by The Dream. I'll link it for you in your group time stamp below. I'm just going to quickly pull up the lyrics as well, have a quick glance to see what the vibe is. So, Shorty is a 10 lyrics. Okay. So we got Shorty fly, Shorty tight, I should have stayed there all night with you. I missed ya, picked ya, now it's time I get back up with ya. We used to kick it up at the park, but now she's all grown up, rocking them stilettos, jumping out that Mercedes truck. So, this verse is interesting. It says, okay, maybe I'll just go from here. It's a bit naughty. But this part says, what it is, what it ain't, tell me what to do. I know I'm late, but destiny brought me back to you. Time went by, you turned into a butterfly. I'm here to say hello, tell your goodbye. So this person feels like if you have someone else in your life, tell them goodbye. This person's like here to come back into your life. They feel like destiny are going to bring you two back together, or destiny are bringing you together. It definitely feels like this person feels like fate is going to bring you back together, that you have a very spiritual connection, all that jazz. But also there's a lot of attraction there as well for you, but this person does see you as a 10, as someone maybe you just do it like nobody else does, or something along those lines. But that's what I can tell you about that song for now. Feel free to go check it out for yourself and see if there's any messages in there for you as well. But that's it from me for now. If you would like to check out your new person reading, the link is down below. You can either rent the individual reading by itself for a minimum of 15 Australian dollars, or you can think about subscribing to the link beneath that, and for a minimum of $25 you get access to all my extended readings, and there's either 2 or 3 a month, so you always save, but sometimes you get a whole free video. So consider that. But even if this is where I leave you, don't forget to like, subscribe for future uploads, help the channel grow, help me keep coming back to bring you these readings. Until next time, guys, stay safe, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your Pick a Pole reading, where we are going to be taking a look at a person from your past that wants to speak with you. So this is the crystal that you chose, which is the dragon's blood. And we're going to get into your messages. So the first thing that we're going to start off is all about the who. We're going to try and figure out who exactly this person is, your connection to them, like how you know them, why you know them. We're going to find out what energy they're in, and then what they want to say to you, as well as a song they'd like to share with you. So we're going to start off with the zodiac or the astrology cards. And we're going to be asking for the most dominant signs in Group 3's collective, for the people or the person that's wanting to speak to Group 3. So this could be a sun, moon, or rising sign. What are the most common signs of the person wanting to talk to Group 3? So we have Aries energy coming out first. We've got Gemini coming out next. We've got the 6th house, so that's Virgo energy. And Virgo again, so there's double Virgo, Gemini and Aries. Oh, actually, I got 4 already, so we're not going to get a bottom deck. So they're the most common signs that are coming through for this group. The next thing we're going to do is check out the most common initials. So it could be the first letter of the person's first and or last name. See what comes out. Group 3's person. Okay. We've got Z, C, K, S, I. There is a social media connection, or this person watches you on social media or checks out your social media. We have a B, we have a U, and we have an L. Spirit showing me Istanbul. So I don't know if someone in Istanbul is going to see my video or something, but I don't know why I'm seeing that. But anyway, it was fully being highlighted there. The next thing we're going to do is check out some traits. So how can you physically identify this person? How would you physically recognize them? So for group 3, how would they physically recognize this person that's wanting to speak to them? Whoa, that was an eruption. Okay. Oh, it wasn't even that many. It just looked like a lot. I'll get a few more. Okie dokie. So we have got tattoos coming out first. So this person could have a prominent tattoo or multiple tattoos. This person could have some type of niche, as in like, you know, they have a sport that they're really good at, or a hobby that they're really good at, or a project that they're doing well at, or some sort of a specialty that they've got going on. Words of affirmation. So this person is someone that will like hype you up and communicate, you know, through kind gestures and things like that. Even if it's platonic, they're just someone that will kind of support you through communication. We have unique hair, so there could be something unique about their hair. We have the diamond ring, so this could be a previous spouse, it could be a future spouse, it could be someone that you were once engaged to, it could be someone, they could be married. We have hazel eyes coming out. We have red hair, so one of you may have red hair. The chest is one of their best features. Quality time, so this could be someone that you have spent quality time with in the past of some kind. And youthful, so this person has a youthful appearance or a youthful energy. More so appearance when it's in the quotations. just trying to think if that wedding ring can be, or the diamond ring can be like, they may wear a ring, like a, what am I trying to say? Like this for example, I wear this all the time. It's like my favourite ring, but I don't wear much jewellery at all, but I always wear this. So they may have like a favourite piece of jewellery that they always wear. But yeah, anyway, what's next? So we're going to look at how or why you know this person. Find a little bit out about your background with them, just in case you still don't know quite who this is. Although we've got some pretty unique traits coming through here, like red hair, tattoos. Or maybe they are a tattooist, or they're a tattoo artist, and that's their niche. All right, so how/why does group 3 know this person, please, Spirit? What can you tell us? Oh, that's, wow, a lot. We're going to take you. It could be an old boss, or like an old mentor, an old coach of some kind, in real platonic terms. But the Emperor's giving me the vibes that this is someone who is very stable. Kind of like, yeah, the Emperor can be like a boss of their own business, or like a entrepreneur type. So how/why does this person know group 3? We have the 10 of Swords. So if this is someone that you were married to, there was a betrayal or a very painful or sudden ending between the two of you. Or if this was someone that was married, they could have been betraying somebody else when you connected, whether you knew or not. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. There definitely could have been some juggling going on. I do feel like potentially somebody had 2 options. It feels like that sort of scenario. That's what I'm seeing straight off. Is that someone was already committed at the time you connected. There was a period of juggling that went on, but it ultimately led to an ending. I do feel like I want to get a few more cards here. Can we clarify the Emperor, please? Yeah, so definitely could have been someone that was juggling 2 options, and it seems like potentially they chose the other option and ended things quite suddenly. They could have left you in the dark and not given you many explanations surrounding this situation. It's like they kind of invested elsewhere, so it led to an ending. 9 of Wands. This could be someone that, like you're quite skeptical of. It feels like the Nine of Wands is you being quite defensive or closed off to this person because of what happened. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So yeah, definitely for those that this relates to a love situation, this person was definitely trying to choose between two people, invested elsewhere, which led to a sudden ending, but I don't feel like they communicated this. I don't feel like they were honest about it. I feel like they just kind of like disappeared in a sense, and left you feeling a little bit closed off and a little bit defensive. And then if it's not on a love-based situation, this feels like it feels like a boss or like a parent or some sort of person that you would consider to be like someone that has authority over you, or someone that you look up to, or something like that. There is like an energy of like a loss of employment or something, like someone who employed you or someone who you were working with like terminated the situation, but they didn't really like say much. They kind of just like sort of left you guessing, and maybe left you like really out of balance, or left you hanging, or kind of like left you out of work, in a real uncertain place, and having to really overcome a lot of challenges. So you'll have to kind of like take the parts that resonate and apply it kind of as it goes. Could also be someone that chose work over the connection, but there's still this energy of leaving a lot unsaid. Like it just seems like there was not a lot of clarity around the situation, and therefore that's why you feel kind of like left in the dark. Okay. Well, we'll move on to the next part. We're going to find out what energy this person's in, because that's important. We need to know if they're not in a very good energy, because it could indicate that whatever they want to say in the next part of this reading, the channeled message, we may have to take it with a grain of salt, or spirit may warn us that they're not in a very good energy. They may not really know what they want, etc. So what energy is this person in currently, Spirit? The person that's wanting to talk to group 3. Knowledge. This came out for another group. There's actually a few similarities in some of the groups, actually, to be quite honest. But I can tell you that this card is like all about someone who is tuning more into the knowledge that exists within them, that is available like from source. They're starting to tune into their inner wisdom, their inner guidance. They're starting to hear the calling of their soul, and sort of trusting that they can follow that call. They're someone who's kind of growing, evolving, learning, maturing. So that is a pretty good energy. They still do have a way to go, but they're definitely learning and evolving as we speak. We'll also get a card of advice for you in relation to this person. So if they were to reach out, such sort of thing, what would your advice be? Group 3's advice. We have number 20, prosperity. Green garnet. I haven't seen that one before, so I will pull it. Oops, sorry. 20. Pull the book out. We'll have a quick look. Prosperity, fertility, and success. Any form of abundance or success starts with a state of mind, so pay attention to your thoughts. Are you thinking future abundance, which will continue to keep that abundance in the future, or do your thoughts always return to the lack of what you have in your life now, which creates more lack? Focus your thoughts on the now. What are you grateful for in this present moment, and what can you see that is abundant in your life now? Be aware that abundance does not always come in monetary form. When you start to feel and appreciate the abundance you have in your life at the present moment, that is the point you start to draw more abundance to you. Green garnet can help bring a wealth of finances and emotional, physical, or creative pursuits. Either way, it is an awesome card to pull. Green garnet also holds the qualities of red garnet, which relates to success in business. So if you don't have any green garnet on hand, you can either meditate with this card or wear/use red garnet. You could try using other green stones with your garnet, or use it on a green cloth, or you could use a piece of clear quartz and ask for the green garnet healing energy to come through it and be with you for whatever reason you need it for. So your advice is to really just be present, focus on how much abundance you have in your life. Because this is so green and like it's about money and things like that, it does feel like maybe there is a connection to work here. So maybe, it is, a boss coming to offer your position back or something like that. So there is definitely that sort of, and the marriage thing could just be something that's helping you identify this person. Like perhaps this boss was married and that's just something to help you identify them. It may not be that you had a physical connection, but it could be either way. But it does seem like maybe this person's going to impact your wealth or something, or maybe it's just non-related. Maybe you have an influx of wealth coming to you simply from tuning into that abundance mindset, and maybe that's just something else to consider. But that is your advice. So let's have a look at what this person is sort of thinking about saying to you. Now, these messages are kind of more love-based, but I'll try to broaden them a little bit for that sort of work situation. I'm going to try to interpret them a little bit more broadly, and see how I can sort of like make it fit. So we're going to wing it, but we'll see what we get. So what is it that Group 3's person is thinking about saying to Group 3? We have the 4 of diamonds to start with. I'm still remembering which messages I've assigned to which cards, so you may hear me flicking my sheet over to check. The 4 of diamonds, it feels like so the actual message that I've assigned to this card is I'm not ready or willing to change. And We have the Joker coming out, which is a card that is, to me, like, so you know how the Joker is a wild card? It's like a wild card of a person, like you just don't know what you're going to get. So this is a bit of a wild person and they're not ready or willing to change. So look, just take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. If this is a past employer or an old boss or something along those lines, take the messages that resonate, leave the ones that don't. Obviously, Spirit's going in quite a specific direction with this one. So, yeah, I guess take it with a grain of salt, but we'll see how we go. We have the Four of Clubs. So this is, I believe you're the one. Queen of Diamonds, you deserve everything and more. You deserve the world and more, sorry. So they're not ready or willing to change. They're not really able to give up their ways, but they do feel like you're the one and they feel like you deserve everything and more. The Queen of Hearts is your beauty radiates from the inside out. Three of Clubs. When I look at the future, I see you in it. Two of Hearts. You're my soulmate. Jack of Clubs. You excite me in ways that nobody else can. Three of Diamonds. Everything is better with you. Three of Spades. I'm in pain. So this person seems to be dealing with some pain of their own. Queen of Spades. You're so intelligent, I wouldn't be surprised if you cut me off. So they fear your rejection or they fear you cutting them off if they were to approach you. The Jack of Hearts. Oh, I'm already on the right side. Jack of Hearts. Can I take you out? 10 of Diamonds. We could have it all, you and I. And the very last card on the bottom of the deck is, oh my God, the King of Cups. King of Hearts, I mean, I love you. Oof. Well, that's a lot. So this person has very, for those that resonate with this being a romantic thing, this person has very strong feelings for you. And they're quite, like they can fully admit that you deserve the world, that you're amazing, you're everything. They see a future with you, they hope for a future with you, but this person is really in pain and they don't know how to change their ways. They don't even know the first thing about changing. They don't know how to create that stability. Like they're definitely a wild card. You don't know what they're going to get. They're very unstable. They're very imbalanced, and it feels like you're quite the opposite. I feel like we have someone who's very stable, very mature, got a lot going for them, and then we have someone who is wounded, who doesn't know how to close out the cycles that aren't serving them and how to let go of all that pain. So yeah, this person is in pain, they're still hurting, and that's why they can't commit. They could be a bit of a party person, they could be a bit of a drinker or a bit of a partier, and it's all coming from a place of wanting to escape or just wanting to not feel their pain, mask their pain. Whew, all right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to get your group's song. So what is the song that this person would like to send group 3? Let me just open up Spotify. The link to the playlist that I'm using today is linked below. It's not mine, but we're just trying it out. It's just like it's a 2000s R&B hits. So it's not even a love playlist. It could be anything that comes through. We're going to find out how many times we need to hit shuffle, and then we are going to see what song comes through. So what's the song that this person wants to send group 3? We got a 4. Oh, we got a 4 again. And actually the group that got this card also had 4 shuffles. So I don't know if you guys are also drawn to group or another group. Maybe I'll let you guess yourselves and just see. But there is another group where you do have a few similarities. So either there's more messages about the same person or 2 different people. But either way, there could be something for you in a different group. So we're going to do 4 shuffles. All right, so just a moment. Let me turn our lovely healing music off. Now, I'm not going to play the song in the background because I get a copyright claim when I do, which I figured out last time, even though I only played a few seconds. I was like, dang. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got Into You by Fabulous featuring Ashanti. So I am quite familiar with that song. I will still just quickly open up the lyrics and we'll have a quick chat about the lyrics. So this song might be a song that you have shared with your person in the past. You may have listened to it together in the past, or it's just got something in it that they want to say to you. So this person thinks you're truly something special, basically what their dreams are made of. They don't feel like there's anyone like you around. They can't explain it, but they want to be more than a friend. They don't want to hide you, they want to commit. It feels like, you know, this person's pretty much ready to commit, or they want to be able to commit and marry you in the future. And either, you know, they think about marrying you and they're trying to get in to the right space to for that to happen. This person could like the way that you cook, because that is another line in here that I just got kind of drawn to. But yeah, so this person's definitely a bit of a love song that they're sending to you. They feel like there's no one else out there for them. But it does still feel like we said, they're still in pain. Could even be like childhood pain or something. They're still in pain and they don't know how to change their ways because they don't know how to face it. So they're still wounded. So maybe they feel like it could also be like seeing the rest of these cards with those 3 that are sort of the alarming ones about being in pain and stuff. It could definitely be like they're working towards this ideal future with you. And it could be that they do realise that they have healing to do and they wish that they were further ahead, but they kind of feel like they're not quite there yet, but they're on the way. And I feel like that's what they would kind of say to you, is like, I know that I'm not there yet, but I'm on the way, like, you know, just hold out for me kind of thing. But I feel like it's almost like they think that you're so special that they don't want to come in at the wrong time. They don't want to repeat the past or anything like that. They want to come in the right energy. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, Group 3. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. If you would like to look further into the new person that's coming in, so we've done the old, we're going to move into the new person that's coming through for you. You can check out the link below in the description box. You can either rent just that video for the minimum of $15, or you can consider subscribing to the link underneath that, which is $25 a month. You can cancel anytime, but that does mean that you're saving at least sort of $5 every month, and some months you'll even get a whole free reading, because sometimes there'll be 3 available in the month, but if not, you're still saving anyway. So they are some options for you. But even if I leave you here, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, Subscribe to the channel, help me grow so that I can come back and deliver more of these readings for you in the future. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.